Guys, I'm going to show you how to take the ignition barrel out. This whole thing here. I've seen some people cut this to change the barrels, because this one on the early 140s, Mercedes 140, there is no hole here that you can align the barrel inside to pull it out. This one doesn't have that. This one is a W140 600 SEL 92, and the way that comes out is here. The first thing you do, see these holes here? Put a little lock pin in there, and just you unscrew that. Just unscrew it like that, and it comes out. Now, I'm not going to do this here because I've already done it 4 times. The next thing is, there's a screw here, one there, hidden behind the trim. Take this thing, this carpet foot thing off here. There's a screw under there and a screw under there. If you want to take the whole trim off, pull it out, sort of an angle, you tilt it on an angle and you pull it towards you. There's another little nut behind that trim down the bottom there, sitting behind the carpet, and that whole thing comes off. But you have to take this off first, this thing here. Wind it that way, and it's going to just be dangling there. Once you got the trim off, underneath there's a bar which runs from here to about here. It's got a nut here and a nut there. You can take it all off or just one side, but loosen the other one and then you can move it to the side. So you got access to the ignition, I don't know what's it called, mechanism I call it, module. But the ignition module is another thing. Now I show you the other part. Okay, before you do anything, you need to take your key, the key, which is this one. This key, which is not an original, it's got a screw there. You just unscrew it and that blight falls out. In a 140 you got a little pin there, and the pin, I had it here somewhere, the pin looks like that. Where is it? There it is there, and that just pops out. And the way you do that, you put this tool in there like that, maybe put the whole key over a socket or a spanner or something, and then you just press it out and you end up with a key blight that goes in there like this. See that? If you don't do that, the shell will not fit when you pull the barrel out, and you can't remove it because this is all one system. And if you don't take this out in a sequence, it's going to lock itself, and then you have to drill it like I had to do there. See the hole? That's where the pin is, here. Okay, more on that later. Okay, I had to call my assistant. You see, that is locking like that. In the car you got the cable here which will unlock that. The moment you remove this cable and the key is not in position 1, all the mechanism will lock itself. So when you removed all the trim, all the screws underneath and the power, always make sure that the key is in position 1 and never ever move it. If you do, it will lock itself. You need to drill it out, and that's not an easy job in the car. The pin on the car underneath here, there is a 10 mil, I think it was, 10 mil nut, which you remove and let it fall down the floor. On the top, this pin comes up. You can get it out with a little difficulty, or you remove the cluster, which gives you a little bit more access. Once you got that done, the power is already removed. You remove the shifter cable. This shifter cable sometimes is loose. If you have problem with the shifter not going in PN1 and stuff like that, it's this cable, or at the shifter. Tighten it up. Now is the key. Once you remove this, this will come out by pressing on the sides. There it is. This part you already got it in your hands. If nothing locked, it's already out. Over here, to remove that, there's a clip. Push it out and it comes out. These sometimes got defective too. If the key turns hard, the car won't start. You can't turn the barrel. Most likely it's this. So to remove this barrel, the key has to be like that. You turn it around, it's got a sequence. Out, turn, and it probably just pops out. It's a little fiddly. I haven't got my dragon snippers, but it just falls out. Out of this, and that's how you remove a 140, 91, 92, 93 barrel. Probably even R129. And then you can take the key out. Go down to the Mercedes locksmith and you can make a new barrel. Not cutting this off like I've seen on YouTube everywhere. They're cutting this part off, they're hammering it, they're smashing it. This is sealed for life. It's got a special sequence in there, inside this casing. Putting it back is the same thing again. It's got a special sequence, put the key in it. If I find it, it's gone. Oh, it's in there. The key's got a special sequence. Look on the sides. It's got to be lined up. Put it in there, and you just turn it. Always with the key in it. Dragon pliers, put it in, then you pull it up, turn it up around, and it comes up. And then you just put it all back together. Very easy. If the system locks underneath, you gotta drill it here. You make a really big hole, and you gotta drill, get about 5 good drill bits, and happy drilling all the way up. And then this, you just pull it out, and you're back to square one. You will need one of these. If I put it in back like that, there's no problems. Don't drive the car with the pin in it because it will lock while you drive. Thank you. Thanks to my helper.